And it reads, the people which sat in darkness saw a great light, and to them which sat in the region and shadow of death, light is sprung forth. E.M. Forster, he said, and I am quoting, there are shadows because there are hills. Let me repeat that again. There are shadows because there are hills. And I want to be able to talk to you a little bit, because sometimes in our lives there are hills we have to climb to get to our destination. And the shadow is the space between our aim, the place we are trying to go, and our now. Sometimes in our lives we have ups and downs. There are hills that we have to climb. We can't hide from it. We can't run from it. But there are some hills that we have to climb. We have to climb it. We must climb it. There's no hiding from it. You have to climb that hill. If you don't get over that hill, you won't make it. Amen. You won't have success. That you can't run from. I don't care how much you try to run from it, and sometimes we run from our calling. Sometimes we run from doing what God tells us to do. Some things you just cannot run from. You're going to climb that hill regardless of what. There's some hills that you have to climb in your life to get to your destination, to get that to your to that purpose that God has for you to do in your life. Amen. And the shadow is the space between your aim, the place where we are trying to go, and our now. And we have to realize that the shadow is the space between our aim, the place that we want to arrive at 2 years from now, 6 months from now, or tomorrow. Amen. And our now. Where we are right now, our present state. And our present state might not be happy, it might not be good, it might not be glorious. We might be in a depressed state. And we have to make a decision in our lives to either live in our shadows or the trepidation. And don't let this word trip you up, it just means fears. Of that mountain to stop you, like some scary people do. And you might know a few people in the back of your mind that's so scary to move. They are so afraid, amen, of their shadow. But use all the energy to soar up that mountain. Don't run for your shadow. And I bring an explanation, I bring an example because we understand that I think to me the worst part of the day is the evening when the sun is setting. Because that's when you see a lot of shadows. When the sun is setting, that's when if you're driving down a block, and when the sun is setting, because the sun is lower than it should, than it usually be, it blinds your eyes. But the shadow coming to let you know that night is coming. And we know we have shadows when we're walking by. The shadow can remind you of your past. So we cannot hide from our shadow because we knew our shadow is part of us. It's who we are. Our shadow is who we are. So we can't hide from it. It doesn't matter how we go. We can't hide. Our shadow always going to be behind us. is always going to be there. So we can't hide from our shadows because of what we've been through or what we're going through at this present state. But let us soar to reach the higher heights and deeper depths. Let us soar, amen, to move mountains. Because Jesus has given us the power, regardless of what you say, regardless of what they say, regardless of what you're going through. Jesus has given us the power to soar on today, to win in life. To operate in His anointing, His power, to get results. Which brings to my text, light is in the shadow of death. And I would like to tell each and every one that is in this place on the sound of my voice, your victory is in your shadow. That's enough to praise God right there. Your victory is in your shadow. That's why don't run for your shadow, regardless of what you've been through. Your victory is in your shadow. All the hell that you went through all this week and all last year and all this year, your victory is in the shadow. So don't run from it. Don't be afraid of it. Your victory is in your shadow. Don't even neglect your shadow. Your shadow is there to remind you of where you are going. But sometimes we miss the light in the shadow. Because sometimes we be in a dry state, a dead place. And we miss that light, and because there's so much negativity around our life, that it's hard to stay positive when there's so much darkness. It's hard to keep to stay up when there's so much negativity going on around our life. Amen. And sometimes we can miss the light and the shadow because of what you're going through. Look at all the commotions of racial profiling between the police and the black community. Of the incident that just happened on this week with the police officer killing Keith Lamar Scott and Charleston and the Carolinas, and Terrence Gresham and Tulsa, Oklahoma. All the commotion where they were protesting and had a peaceful protest for 4 days to try to bring justice to society, to a black race. Because there's comes a time when you got to say enough is enough, that we have to wake up our eyes and see what's going on around us. We cannot hide for the shadows, and we hide for the shadow long enough. We was in depression, we was in slavery, and we hide for that shadow, and we don't want to stand up, we don't want to fight. We allow, amen, the other races to come in and to take over. While everybody else was better than themselves, amen, we doing what we want to do. Hanging out in the street. Messing around. Getting caught up into bad things. Hiding in the shadow, but it's time to aim and soar into higher heights and go and press forward into something better, into something more. Where we can build an economic system that cannot be touched. Where we can fight and come against racial profiling. Come against depression. Come against hunger today. And it can allow us to miss the justification of the real issue of the matter. It's not racial profiling. It's us waking up.
My Lord.
God is trying to show us something. He's trying to tell us that it's time to wake up.
My Lord.
We've been sleeping too long.
My Lord.
The hour is now.
Yes, Lord.
That it's time to arise in our power.
Yes, Lord.
See, the enemy don't like us. That's why he's trying to come against us.
My Lord.
He's afraid of us. That's why he's trying to hurt us.
My Lord.
Trying to destroy a black race.
My Lord.
Gentrifying our community that benefits white supremacy.
My Lord.
And sidetracking us. When I say us, I am talking about the black race. For preparing ourselves for the eugenics program which white supremacy are trying to bring in the shadow.